up again all night with a sick baby, and it's just got me stressed to the point where I just don't understand how this is motherhood in America. I don't know how I can work like I'm not a mom and be a mom like I don't work.
Welcome back, fellas. In this video, we're taking a closer look at something that's all over social media right now. Single moms sharing their financial struggles, talking about how hard it is to make ends meet, and what life looks like when the responsibility all falls on their shoulders. It's raw, emotional, and sometimes uncomfortable, but it reveals a lot about modern relationships, accountability, and the choices shaping today's families. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment below to join the conversation. Modern Man is still growing, and your support helps build a community of men who think critically, stay grounded, and want better for the next generation. Let's get into it.
It's 3 a.m. and I'm just up again all night with a sick baby, and it's just got me stressed to the point where I just don't understand how this is motherhood in America. I don't know how I can work like I'm not a mom and be a mom like I don't work. I feel like I'm so abnormal because I look around and I think every other mom can get it together. They all figure out how to do this, and then I can't. And I'm tired of asking people for forgiveness and grievances for my motherhood. What am I supposed to do? It's just me. It's just me, and I have my son and I have her. And they're just little and they need me. But I can't be here for them, and I can't be in two places at once. America, get it together, because there's no way.
No, with all due respect, many women are struggling today not because of society, but because of the choices they made about who they had children with and what kind of foundation they built. Now, we don't know her specific story. Maybe her situation is different, and if so, this isn't about blaming her personally. But her words highlight what thousands of women across the country are facing: exhaustion, loneliness, and frustration that often trace back to unstable relationships and poor decision-making. This is what happens when family and accountability take a back seat to impulse and emotion. When women choose men who aren't ready to be fathers or have children outside of committed marriages, it's not America that fails. It's the breakdown of responsibility. So yes, the system has problems, but the bigger issue is cultural. Too many are reaping the consequences of choices that could have been avoided. And until we face that truth, nothing's going to change.
Yo, I'm so fucking tired, bro. I'm tired of fucking being here. I work at this fuck-ass job, and these people just fired me today. I work my ass off here, and there's one job that I actually really like, and I work with people that I actually really like, and I treat my clients like their family, and these people just fire me and try to tell me that I have 11 occurrences when I don't, and I know I don't. I'm just so over it, y'all. I'm just so over it. Them firing me has literally hurt my feelings to my core. And I don't know what's next, y'all. Because content ain't paying my bills. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I don't know. I really don't know.
This video really says a lot about where modern culture has taken us. Here we have a woman who is probably a single mom, clearly struggling, who just lost her job. And it's heartbreaking to see. But what's even more heartbreaking is how far we've drifted from what used to work. Decades ago, most women weren't forced to work just to survive. The average home had stability, one income, a husband providing, and a wife caring for the home and children. But modern feminism came along and told women that being a homemaker was oppressive, that staying home was somehow less than. Now, so many women are exhausted, trying to fill both roles, mother and provider, while the system applauds their independence. The irony is, feminism sold freedom, but delivered burnout. It convinced women that submitting to a corporation is empowering, but submitting to a loving, faithful husband is weakness. And now, too many are realizing too late that chasing career validation doesn't replace the security of a stable family. This isn't about tearing women down. It's about exposing a lie that's left countless families broken and mothers overwhelmed. The strength of a woman isn't found in how much she can carry alone, but in the wisdom to build a home where she never has to.
How are we all living right now? In 2025, how are we all getting by? And this is no way political, so please leave that behind at the door. But in reality, friends, fellow Americans, how are we living? How are you getting by? I don't believe there's a middle class anymore. I believe middle class is now low income, and low income is now just not surviving. So what brings me to this today is, well, a few things. One thing, for example, our town has been building these apartments, and every town is required to give so much percentage to affordable housing. And so they've announced that the lottery is beginning for the low income section of this apartment building at $2,300 a month for a 2-bedroom. A 1-bedroom was like $2,100. That's how much you would have to make basically a week. And that's low income. Our state senator on Facebook announced that. Very exciting news. I called it out. Many people agreed. Some didn't. You can kind of see where we're going with that. Who's not struggling right now and who is and understands. Another example, groceries. Is there anyone that can afford to buy groceries at this day and time? Everyone, I'm sure, has cut back. I can be honest. I no longer eat 3 meals a day, maybe 1. I mean, I do have an eating issue anyway, but so it's easy for me to do that. But what about the people that don't? Like, you can't afford to eat anymore. I remember when things were normal. I have a Market Basket as our local grocery store, and I could get a full week's of groceries, full week's worth of groceries for $100 or less. Eggs were 99 cents. It was just the affordable grocery store. It is still the most affordable grocery store, but that $100 is now $300. My son buys the same groceries every week when he was by himself, before he had his son. And it used to be between 40 and 50 bucks. He was a single guy. But then it went to 100 bucks for the same exact grocery list, like the same exact things. It's just not sustainable for anybody. And then if God forbid, like that, what has just happened to us, you run into any kind of crisis, because we have very recently, we're in it right now. What do you do? What do you do? Because there's no money to put away anymore. There's no money. Every ounce of what we had was going into the bills that we started back when things were more affordable. But as costs were rising, those same bills are now double, but with the same income. But I mean, what do people do? I know, like, side hustles, everyone's doing side hustles now, but then it's harder to get side hustles because everybody needs them. And when you have a full-time job where you're working 40, 50, I don't even think full-time is 40 anymore, like say 50, 60 hours. My son works 60 hours a week and still can't afford anything. After caring for his son, he can't afford anything. And I just don't know how people are doing it. And like I said, I don't know when crisis hits, what are people supposed to do? The only people making out right now are people that have the money and can afford this kind of economy. And that being said, the only other thing I see that is so frustrating to me is there's people out there that don't work, but yet somehow they're still thriving. They're still, like, I see it on the daily around my town where they don't work. Maybe they're disabled. I don't know their exact story, but I know they don't work. But they're at the dispensary because it's legal in our town, in our state, every day or every other day. They're at the liquor store. They smoke cigarettes. They get DoorDash 2 times a day, coffee delivered in the morning from Dunks, nails did every week or every other week. They're thriving somehow without working. But the people that are busting their ass, there just feels like no hope right now. So if you guys are going through it, which I'm quite sure most of you watching this are, let me know in the comments if there's any hints, suggestions on what to do, especially in a crisis. And if you just want to vent it out, leave it in the comments below. And I don't have any answers to this, obviously, but I need to finally say something. I've been careful on here, you know, because it can be just kind of maybe perceived as political, and this isn't by any means. So I just am frustrated today, so it's time to speak out. So that's what I'm doing. And my dog's hair is going everywhere. Say hi, Piper. She doesn't have to worry about the economy. We'll always take care of her. I'll starve before I don't take care of her. Huh. I will see you guys later.
This woman is asking the question everyone's thinking right now. How are people even surviving? Prices are up, rent is through the roof, groceries cost double, and it feels like the entire economy is falling apart. But what she doesn't realize is that what we're seeing isn't just an economic collapse. It's the collapse of family structure. For decades, feminism has told women they don't need men, that independence is the ultimate goal, and that a strong woman should never rely on anyone but herself. But look around. The system that encouraged that mindset is the same one now crushing everyone under inflation, debt, and stress. The truth is, very few people can survive this economy alone, especially single parents. The nuclear family, a strong husband, a supportive wife, and a stable household used to be the safety net that protected people during hard times. It wasn't just emotional stability, it was economic protection. 2 parents working together, dividing roles, building something lasting. That's what kept generations afloat. Now, we've traded family unity for corporate dependence. And women especially are realizing that doing it all isn't empowerment. It's exhaustion. Without family, community, and commitment, survival in times like this becomes nearly impossible. Feminism might have promised freedom, but the cost was the destruction of the very structure that kept society and women strong.
We're at Dollar General getting some lunch, and I know that sounds weird, but we're broke and we need to use EBT, so Derek wants a Gatorade. The only one of these I think we don't have is this one, so I'm gonna get this one for Silas. We'll get one of these Gatorades instead. 3 for $5. That's actually really good. We'll get one more. I need one of these. I haven't had coffee today. Actually, I changed my mind. Come on. Let's get this instead. Not this one. We've got our drinks. I'm gonna get Silas a sandwich and a banana. My husband didn't want any lunch, he just wanted a drink, so that should be good. We'll get some Pringles. That a yummy sandwich?
are we affording Christmas this year? My kids' list is already up to $1,000. And before you say that my kids are spoiled or they're asking for too much, let me just tell you this list. My kids are 5 and 7. My 5-year-old has had her tablet for 2 years. It's not charging anymore. It gives us all kinds of problems. There's no more storage on it. I looked at the same tablet. The tablet that I bought 2 years ago was $70. Now it's $130 to $190. So there's $150 right there. Both of my kids want new bikes. Okay, that's no big deal. They need to upgrade anyways. The ones that they have are too small for them. So, okay, new bikes. That's $120 each minimum. And my son wants a Switch 2. That game console is $500. $500. My kids, between the two of them, have asked for 4 things. 4 things. How are we going to afford $1,000 for 4 things on the list? That's not talking about stocking stuffers. That's not talking about any little knick-knack kind of toys. That is talking about 4 things on the list for Christmas. $1,000. What do we do?
All right, here's another reality of my poverty. I'm staying with my dad. And while I'm so thankful that we have warmth from the cold outside, there's hardly any peace. And I hate blaming. But the hardest part about being here is my brother Cameron. He's 27, and he has autism, and I'm pretty sure that I have made at least 1 or 2 TikToks about being around Cameron. He lived for a little while. He doesn't want to take medication. He won't get any kind of testing done. And he's so mean. I understand all the reasons behind his anger and his meanness. We went through a lot of trauma as kids. And these are his reactions, but it doesn't change the fact that he's terribly, horribly mean and sometimes violent. And I'm having a total crash out. I'm doing everything I can to stay as calm as I can for this baby because we were both just screaming our heads off. Because I'm in pain. Not just my body, but my heart and soul too. I have all these emotions that I feel like I'm not allowed to process. Because everybody takes them personally. And the people who need to don't take accountability. And I feel like that's the majority of what I do is I take accountability for my shit and everybody else's shit. But being broke means this is where I am. I can consider staying in the car. Is that smart with a baby? No. So I weigh my options. Warmth or peace? Guess we choose warmth. Going into this, I thought about all the different coping mechanisms that I would have to deal with this. But the meanness makes my whole entire body just tense right up, and being barely able to move because of my fucking shoulder. Does not make it any easier, and I'm scaring her with my crying, and I'm so sorry. I feel like this is all my fault for the choices that I made. And I can't help but beat myself up about it. Because now she's here. And I want to enjoy her and feel blessed. Yes, I am. I tell her all the time she's my little blessing. But how?
What?
Can I not?
What is wrong? What's going on? What's going on?
Leave me alone, Cameron. You've done enough.
Yeah, so have you.
See what I mean? See what I mean? All I have to do is exist. If I wake up in the morning and I don't speak to him right away, I'm terrible and I'm starting the day off awful. If I so much as let her cry a little peep, I'm a piece of shit mother. I don't know what to do. I'm trying and I'm sorry. I just want to take care of my babies and enjoy them and have a little bit of peace. And every time I get a little bit of it, it's gone faster than it came. I am losing my fucking mind. How do I stay strong and stay optimistic and make things better? People look at me and have the audacity to tell me to have more kids. I'm sorry. 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 I'm not trying to scare you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And this is part of why I don't have my older kids. Because they're scared of him. And they hate that I live like this. And I've done everything I know how. And every time I try to work ourselves out of this situation, I end up working myself sick and hurt, and we're in it worse. What do I do? Apply for help. They say, no, I get denied. You seem well enough. Yeah, well. This is what wellness looks like, people. Fucking going crazy. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve to see this. You don't deserve to live like this. You deserve to be spoiled rotten and be surrounded by joy. Not this. You don't deserve this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Don't touch my boogers. Don't touch my boogers. Thank you for the hugs. This shouldn't be your job. And just seeing me like this is probably traumatizing you somehow for the rest of your life because you're a little sponge. And I'm fucking you up. Just because I lived through fucked upness and now I'm processing it. Further proving my failure as your parent. But people have the audacity to tell me to have more kids. Fuck you. Fuck you. Gentle hands. Gentle hands, please. That hurts. Gentle hands. I'm sorry, I scared you with my crying. I'm sorry, Mommy lost her shit. I know. I'm sorry, I don't have a safe place to set you down, or a safe person to watch you at the moment, so I can go lose my shit in a safer way. I'm sorry we don't have our home anymore. I'm sorry we don't have your daddy. I'm sorry we don't have your sisters. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, my little blessing. I'm sorry. I won't have any more babies. Promise. That is the one act of service I can give you. I will be all done.
And that's the reality, fellas. We're watching a generation wake up to the truth that real strength doesn't come from isolation or rebellion against traditional values. It comes from structure, discipline, and family. The things that have always held men and women together through the toughest times. The world is changing fast, and messages like this are becoming rare. That's why Modern Man exists, to have real conversations about manhood, accountability, and what it means to stand firm in a world that's lost its foundation. If you got something out of this, take a second to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment sharing your thoughts. It helps the channel grow and builds a community of men who want to think sharper, live better, and lead stronger. Stay grounded, fellas. See you on the next one.